For this week, we'll be making tacos with beef and vegetables. Here are the ingredients we're going to be using.
So initial thoughts I think that we share on the whole recipe in reference to the Mediterranean diet as well is that when I first, and I know you guys probably agree, looked at the recipe, I thought it was weird that we were adding mushrooms. It's like, it caught me a little bit off guard. I thought it was a little bit out of the norm. But then when I looked into it, I knew that it was because it's a good source of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, like the Mediterranean diet specifies. So I know that adding mushrooms to it adds points in terms of the Mediterranean diet.
Honestly, I don't really eat tacos, but I thought it was interesting that we added beans because I don't know if that's a normal thing to add on tacos.
It's a very Mexican thing.
Yeah, it's very like.
But Mexicans put it in like burritos, not tacos.
Yeah.
Like I'm Hispanic, I'm Argentinian. I don't eat tacos often, but I know Mexicans. But like beans go in burritos, not in tacos. Whatever.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Yeah, it's a little.
In this part of the video, we referred back to Module 1KS, where it talked about safety protocols while cooking. We washed our hands, the women tied their hair back, we clipped their fingernails and removed all bracelets. Now we're ready to cook.
So at this point, everybody already has all the veggies washed, and now we're just chopping them, the bell peppers, the mushrooms, the onions, and the lettuce. And it should look something like that once everything's chopped. So here we're making our homemade taco seasoning, and this is a good way to avoid the store-bought taco seasoning that has a bunch of additives, chemicals, coloring, and a lot of sodium. In this recipe, we're not using salt, so you can add salt to your taste, and this is a healthier way to season your food, and you can always store this for later and use with other recipes as well.
In this recipe, we used 90 to 10% ground beef. This was a lean option, as mentioned in Module 1 about the Mediterranean diets. Lean options can be better for finding sources of protein versus processed meats and other meats that can contain more fat.
As discussed in Module 1, legumes are an important part of the Mediterranean diet, and it is recommended to get 2 to 3 servings per week. So we included a can of black beans in our recipe to count as one of those servings.
For this taco recipe, we decided to give it a 7 out of 9 for the Mediterranean score because it did not include seafood or alcohol, but it contained all the other components that make up Mediterranean diets.
So 3 of our group members are cooking together, but if you guys notice, they have 2 different fillings going on. That is because Evie, one of our group members, doesn't eat red meat, so she's doing her own different filling for her taco, and that's why they are taking a little bit longer with the filling, as they have to make 2 different fillings. Wafa and me, Isabella, we're done with the fillings, and we're now toasting our tacos.
When plating your food, it is important to remember mindfulness on portion sizes that can help patients improve their eating habits, which was mentioned in Module 1.
Yeah, let's dig in.
Okay.
That's really good. So good.
Actually, it's good.
That is raw.
So I didn't include red meat in mine, but I'm pleasantly surprised with how it came out. I didn't really know what to expect about the ingredients.
I thought it was really good. I expected. I mean, we cooked. I expected it to be delicious, and the shredded cheese actually added a nice touch instead of just getting it from the bag. So yeah, it was really good.
I thought it was really good. I thought the beans being cooked in the ground beef was going to get really mushy, but it didn't.
I added the beans after because I don't really like beans, but I'm kind of glad I didn't add into the meat because I didn't like the beans.
So overall, I actually think it's really good. I was nervous about the mushrooms, but I actually don't even taste the mushrooms in here, so it's not overpowering. But the cumin is it's very strong. But it's good. Everything's really good.